Now you know I've been loving H&M lately. Could not resist another haul. Let's see how I get on with all these goodies from H&M. Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Susan. I'm 58, size 22, or in H&M language, I'm a double XL. Let's see how these things fit and flatter me. I've just opened these trousers. Oh, they might fit. They got a bit of stretch to them. I had a bit of a moment there. Now they are in a mocha brown. Let me get back on tangent. What was I saying? Yes, I'm getting ready for the autumn. Browns, burgundies, teals, huge. Leopard prints still. I've got a beautiful pair of Avea brown chocolate boots that I want to make the most of my wearing, and so I am getting drawn to lots and lots of chocolate items, and I'm also trying to get away from just that one block colour. So it's monochromatic, isn't it, if you're wearing lots of different tones of the same colour. So that's my idea. Chocolate brown boots, fawny mocha type trousers, maybe a creamy colour top, and maybe a fawn cardigan or jacket. That's my idea. I want to be monochromatic, but I don't want to just be in one block colour. The price will be on the screen because it's not on the tag, and they do not provide a receipt with H&M orders. But these must be a short A or petite size because they're coming to my ankle. Oh dear. I hope that stretches enough because I'm holding it up to my waist and it does not feel tight enough. These are in a double XL. I love the feel of them, like in a sort of crimpling fabric, quite plain front, no pockets, no pleats at all, although there is some darting across the bottom. There is stretch but no visible elastic in this waistband. So that, I love them, really like them. I hope they fit. And to go with those mocha trousers, I've picked up this really beautiful floral print. It's in sort of like peaches and oranges with some green. It's got a nice little ruffle around the neck there and a little tie fastening. Quite a large peephole at the front. I think you definitely need that fastening there to contain your modesty. I picked this up in a 3XL. And it certainly looks quite wide, but you know me, I've said that before, and I undercompensate for how wide I actually am. So I've no doubt that's going to fit me beautifully. Price will be on the screen. More brown, different shades. It's amazing how you can take one colour and just get so many different shades. An asymmetrical neckline here to add some interest to what is basically just a stretchy long sleeve tee, and you can see the stretch in this. Got this in a 3XL because quite often stretch isn't good for me because it might stretch over me, but then it sort of clings back and shows every roll. The only thing I'm a bit concerned about is how short this is. Certainly a tucking in piece, not a wearing out piece, I don't think. But hopefully that asymmetrical neckline there will just take your eye away. Really good basic this. Fabulous, really soft, silky jersey with incredible amount of stretch. This is a classic H&M style dress. It's 100% viscose, I can just see that. Partly made from sucralose pulp. Whatever that is, I'm not sure. And I picked this up in a 2XL. Got some elastication to the back there just to pull it in over the back, and there is some gathering here underneath the bust. So although I call it a plain shirt style, it's anything but, to be perfectly honest. The only thing probably makes it shirt style is the fact you've got buttons that run all the way down the front, and they're quite nice, although plastic mother of pearl look. And of course he's got a shirt collar there. It's going to be a nice length to me, coming down to my shin, and it's got quite nice wide sort of short sleeves, hopefully going to cover the bingo wings. The belt, quite nice substantial belt, though I never like these little twisty belt loops there, because invariably they still stick out and just look a little bit messy. But it's in this beautiful burgundy and cream print there. And I've just noticed when you get down to the bottom, you've got a wide burgundy frill there that's been stitched on, a different band of burgundy round the bottom. Yes, you have seen this dress before, and this is what I mean. I tried this on in the 3XL, and to be honest, it was too big for me, but so many of you complimented me. So when it was still available in the sale for £10, I couldn't resist. I picked it up in that smaller size just for peace of mind, because when so many people were saying, keep that dress, keep the white one with the black print on, keep that one, I really regretted sending it back. So for £10, I thought it was worth trying again. For those that haven't seen it, it is this black floral sort of rose flowery print on this cream background. It's really nice, good quality sort of poplin cotton, if you know what I mean by saying that. It's got this beautiful elasticated sleeve here that pulls it back and creates a bit of a puff. And it's got this really nice neckline where it's all gathered into this band here. Buttons all the way down the front. They must have a backed lot because these are like iridescent pearl, mother of pearl plastic buttons. And this is what I mean. You can see better on this one than the burgundy one. It is basically just a tube of fabric, and then you rely on the tie belt to cinch you in and give you some shape and definition. Okay, now sorry, I can't tell you how much this is, but I got a feeling I will be corrected by the price on the screen. It was about £14 because it was another one of their sale bargains. And I'm still on the lookout for just a few items just to supplement my summer holiday wardrobe. I'm going away. You know, you just have a few gaps that you just want to fill with some nice new items. And I loved this dress. It's in the lightest weight, sort of not linen, but linen effect with that texture there. It's no doubt polyester or viscose, but it's in a very nice lightweight fabric. The sleeves are dolman or raglan. They're sort of set in at an angle and just a little flutter. So cool, because it's just going to cover me up. It's quite high, but hopefully these pleats here will detract from my large bosom in a different way. And then of course, for comfort, goes down to a really nice shirred elastic waist. And then quite a short skirt, so I'm hopeful this is going to be a nice length on me. Let's see. Yes, it's a nice length on me. It's going to come to just below the knee, I hope. So, a super summer bargain dress for all sorts of occasions. Well, I hope you are enjoying my content and want to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and the benefit is it tells YouTube that you think my content is good and worth coming back to see again, and it's good for you because they will tell you when I have uploaded. So push that subscribe button and it's win-win all round. Loving this dress. Wow. It is fantastic, and don't get me wrong, I know it would look even better ironed, but it is fitting me absolutely perfectly in this 2XL. Loving it, absolutely loving it. Now as I'm stretching, I can see a slight gapage there, but I think ironed into place so that this wasn't all creased up, I think that would be alleviated. Oh, Look at the length, it's just a perfect length for me. And I just love that band around the bottom. Just really does elevate this dress, doesn't it? And the sleeves, lovely length for me. They're just covering my bingo wings, but they're not restrictive and they're not too tight. And I've got lots and lots of movement here. The buttons down the front, I've undone them so the collar's just casually open. And it's a beautiful, beautiful colour. I'm loving this. The sash belt here is quite substantial. Sometimes you just get those little sort of wispy ones, don't you? I'm undoing it now, and you can see how this elastication, I hadn't appreciated that there was elastication around the front. It's not here, it seems to go up to about there, is doing enough to pull me in, and this gathered here is just making the most of my bust line. And then because of this full elastication on the back, it's just pulling it in, so it's not, the skirt's not overwhelming me. You can see how much fabric I've got there, so it's just draping and not drowning me. I'm doing it in a sort of semi-knot. If I were, let's do it as I would do it. I think I would do it in a double knot. Quite often I don't like, you know, a bow at the waist, just to add that definition. And ironed, it hides that elastication. This is a fabulous dress. It's lightweight enough in this viscose fabric that it would be nice for those warmer autumn days, but I could see this with a nice chunky cardigan over the top and some boots or whatever, chunky tights, and you've got a winter item too. This is a fabulous dress. Keeping. Oh dear, this is a bit of a disappointment because it's too big on me. This is the 2XL. That elastication certainly stretches, and I don't think it's doing my mono boob here any favours at all. I need it so it's much more snug to give me that definition. And this is how much excess fabric I have. I'm loving the colour, I'm loving the style, I'm loving the price, but unfortunately it's just too big, and I won't have time now to reorder in a smaller size. Love that peephole at the back, just gives a bit of ventilation, a bit of space there. It's so annoying. I was so right. I've sized down because so many people loved that dress, but I just felt it was too big for me. This is the right size in that 2XL, not the 3XL. And it's fitting me beautifully. I don't feel I'm being drowned in all the fabric, and it's just so pretty. I love the sleeves. I love this puff of the sleeves. I know it doesn't cover my arms. I dislike my arms, but I don't like that fact to dictate what I wear. Honestly, I think we are so hung up on our own issues that we don't give enough credence to other people who do not notice them. So obviously they're not my best feature, but this gives me the breadth here that they're not noticeable, or to my mind I don't notice them as much. Confidence is 2/3 of any stylish outfit, believe me. If I was like this, trying to cover my arms, I wouldn't look comfortable and I wouldn't carry it off so much. But if I'm out and proud, then people notice the dress and my confidence and my happiness, not my arms. So please don't let any issues hold you back. If you want to have your arms out because it's hot, because you're on holiday, because you like the style of the dress, do it. It's your life, it's your body. But likewise, yes, if you really do not feel comfortable, don't push yourself out the comfort zone. It's not worth it, is it? That's a very confusing message I've just given you, haven't I? So basically, you do you and I'll do me. I think that's the easiest way to say that. Undone, it is literally just a shift dress. And you can still see, even though I've sized down, how much extra fabric I've got. And when it's undone like that, I don't know, doesn't it just look like your grandma's nightie? So I definitely wouldn't wear it without a belt. I know what everybody's saying, it would look so much better with your own belt. Possibly in a cream colour, but there's no way I would wear a black one because it would just take your eye across at my widest point, my waist and my belly, and I wouldn't want that look. So I think the same colour fabric belt just allows me to be able to ruche it up just a little bit, so I'm sort of getting that volume, but I'm not cut into 1/3 and 2/3 by the fact I've got a belt on. Do you still love this dress? Should I keep this one after all? Thumbs up to H&M for their petite short trousers, because they are actually perfect length for me. I've got an inseam of about 28 to 29. I'm 5'4" tall. These are perfect. And oh, what was I saying? I don't think they're going to fit. They are a fabulous fit. Absolutely spot on. As soon as I finish this, I'm going to go on and I'm going to see if they come in different colours, because I am loving them so much. They are just a perfect fit. Granted, there's a little bit of a line here, but I figure if I am wearing a top or a layering piece, that won't be so noticeable because I like the way they are fitting on the front. I probably have got them down hitched a little bit low. They do want to sort of ride up a little bit, but the length is still good, so that's not so bad. Loving the trousers. Honestly, go and check them out because these are fabulous, and what a fantastic colour for the autumn. And yes, I've got space there, but I'm not gonna complain because I'm not drowning in the fabric. Now, I carry my weight here, not so much on the bottom and not on the thighs. If you're a thighy person, is that a word? I think you would still have quite a bit of room there, so don't worry about that. Look at the length though, that is what is so important to me. I'm not drowning in a pair of trousers at last. The top, unfortunately, I should have stuck to a 2XL. And a 2XL, I hope it would look a little bit more like that. Doesn't it coordinate in lovely? In this 3XL, I'm afraid it's just too big. Although it doesn't feel too big around the top here. Got this frill that comes down here, which is quite nice. And that is quite a substantial peephole. This raised collar frill here and little tie keeps it all together, and it sort of meets and you can't really see anything. I love these little frill sleeves. I've got several tops from Shein of the same sort of style. It broadens me out here to minimise the look of this. So that is another look, isn't it? I just wish maybe they didn't have it in a 2XL, or maybe I pushed the wrong button, or you know me, I always err on the side of caution and often size up, and it hasn't worked for me on this occasion, unfortunately. Well, I was so totally wrong when I described this top, because I said it was an asymmetrical neckline. It's not. It's quite plainly a square neckline. It's lovely. It's so super soft. It's almost like fleecy, and I like this square neckline. I sized up so this stretch back isn't having to sort of stretch in. It still feels a little bit clingy here, but for a layering piece, maybe underneath a cardigan or a jacket, I think it would be ideal, and you'd still see this neckline here. It is, as I suspected, a little bit short, and you can see as it meets these trousers in a different colour, it's just creating that line across. If I was to wear this, I would definitely be wanting to wear a chocolate pair of trousers too, or a skirt, so that it just gives that streamlined look, or maybe something here in a really rich plum burgundy. I think that would look lovely. But contrasting against these sort of mocha brown trousers, don't feel that good in this. But what a fabulous top, and no doubt H&M will have this in other colours too. And for winter sort of layering pieces, you can't go wrong, can you? So vital to have like this, these basics that you can mix and match with all your other items. What do you think? Do you like this one? I always feel a little bit sad when it comes to the end of a try on, because I've run out of chances to find that winner. Oh, I don't know. I'm looking around at the things that I've sort of put back into place, and I'm thinking, yes, I like the trousers, and yes, I think I'm going to keep the white dress. I want to keep the burgundy dress. I've got to check on the price of that. But again, I had some failures, and that is life, isn't it? Not everything is going to work out. Just because you've ordered things doesn't mean you have to keep them. And so often in the past, I would have settled and just put up with it. Don't do that, honestly. Right, that's the end of the haul. Thank you so much for watching. Push that subscribe button, thumbs up, comments down below. Your feedback is always so important to me, but more importantly, just come back and watch me again. Goodbye for now.